Pride is the way that leads to destruction. Because it's easier to go off than to do what's right. Which is plain and simple. It's easy, man. That's why I said you gotta really fight. You gotta really fight for the Lord. You can't just be like, I love the Lord, I call upon the name of the Lord. You gotta really be about that, man. You gotta be prepared for anything he throws in front of you. That's why it tells us, blessed the man that reasoneth, and he's gonna give us a tongue that the gainsayers can't resist, man. Yeah, can't gainsay nor resist. You don't just pick up the Bible one day and read a chapter like and you got it down packed. Then you expect that you don't have to read nothing else. You good? No, you got to read that chapter. You got to read the surrounding chapters. You got to read precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line. You got to continue in this.
You can't just download the scriptures into your brain.
Yeah, this is not easy. You know, you can't download the kingdom into your brain and then you just good. You gotta put in work, man. It says, till I come, give attendance to exhortation and doctrine, man. Give attendance. That means you gotta be there. You gotta be right in the middle of that, man. You gotta be present. Even when it's speed bumps and potholes, man. It hurdles. You gotta get through that, man. People complain about they going through this and going through that. That's why they ain't coming to the Lord, man. Okay. Well, guess what? That's why it says, wide is the gate that leads to destruction, man. Yeah, we going through the same thing our people going through, man. We got troubles. Our cars break down. You know, we got bills too. We got children. We got crazy, stupid ass nigga women. But guess what? We still dealing with it. That ain't throwing us off course because we know that the Lord put us in this position, man.
And plus, we deserve to be in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, what did this man do, or what did his parents do that he was blind from birth? Now, what that is proven is that the Lord will curse you based off what you've done in your past life or what your parents have done. Now, you can break your parents' curse. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say, you know what I'm saying, you won't be punished for what your parents did. But at the same time, you will. You know, it's like, twofold. You could break that curse, basically. But overall, we are cursed for our past lives because it's reincarnation. We just spirits that inhabit these bodies. Like if you total out a car, and you just get a new car, that's just like our spirit jumping into a new car. You know, when our bodies get totaled, by getting totaled, that's like getting shot, getting old, things like that. And then when you go to a spirit world, which is the dealership, it takes all day to negotiate and all that. They doing credit checks, letting you know what your payment is gonna be, and then you leave with that new vehicle. But you got history. If you're a Jake trying to get a car, you automatically got a history, and they won't trust you as much as another nation. So that's just like us being Israelites. We in this condition, we're born into this. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, and we deserve to be born into it. When you read about Israel talking shit during the time of Moses in the wilderness, or Israel in the book of Corinthians, how they was acting, dealing with their parents' wives and things like that, and all crucifying the Lord, man. We have no king but Caesar, saying those type of things, man. So the Lord cursed us as a nation. And for one and main thing is when we was on the two mountains. Was it Mount Sinai and another mountain? I forgot. Elba, I think it translates into Sinai. Because one of them said it's like Elba, but it's basically that Sinai. But then you had the valley. And the Lord said, put one of us on one side. Can somebody get that for me, just for edification purposes? The Lord set us on one mountain and set us on the other mountain. And we had, one side said the blessings and one side said the curses. And the Lord told us, look, man, if you break this, You know, this is what's going to happen. Was it Deuteronomy 28? You know what I'm saying? When it goes into the curse, that's when it was on the that was like afterwards on the top, when it was on the top of the mountain. That was during that whole ordeal. You know what I'm saying? And guess what we're doing today? We're breaking, or us as a nation are breaking both of these commandments. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're Israelites and we consider ourselves amongst the elect, us as a nation are in the shithole. You know what I'm saying? And us as a nation have turned our backs toward the Lord. So us as a nation are going through things. Now the elect is not going to go through as much as the 2/3, but we still are amongst that curse. You know? We usually look at the blessing and curse on both mountains. You know? Let's speak on it real quick.
Yeah, like the brother was saying, man, we deserved it. We deserved it for everything that we did, for worshiping other gods, for basically from going off, from turning our back on the Most High. And everything, like the brother said, is reincarnated. So those curses are upon us. That's what it says in Baruch, that we didn't go into captivity, you know, for nothing. We went on because we turned our back from the Most High. And he gave us a bill of divorce. So now, that's why we build into the marriage right now. Because we were divorced, now we got to come back to the marriage.
Deuteronomy 11:26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. A blessing if you obey the commandment of Yahweh your power, which I command you this day, and a curse if you will not obey the commandments of Yahweh your power, but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day, to go after other gods which ye have not known. And it shall come to pass when the Most High thy power hath brought thee in unto the land whither thou goest to possess it, that thou shalt put the blessing upon Mount Gerizim and the curse upon Mount Ebal. Are they not on the other side Jordan, by the way where the sun goeth down, and the land of Canaanites which dwell in the champion over against Gilgal beside the plains of Moreh? For ye shall pass over Jordan to go in to possess the land which Yahweh your power giveth you, and ye shall possess it and dwell therein. And ye shall observe to do all the statutes and judgments which I set before you this day.
I just want to show this real quick. I looked up in Wikipedia, just a quick search, but it got Mount Gerizim. I don't know if you can see it, but that's paleo right there. You know, if I can get it to focus. There we go. They got the Paleo Hebrew right there. All right, but it says Mount Gerizim. This is Sumerian. Let's see here. Trying to find a good place to start. It says Mount Gerizim is one of the two mountains in the immediate vicinity of the West Bank city of Nablus, biblical Shechem. So it's on the West Bank of Shechem, and forms the southern side of the valley in which Nablus is situated. The northern side being formed by Mount Ebal. So Shechem was in the middle, and you had the two mountains on both sides of that. Basically, the valley was Shechem. All right. Says the mountain is one of the highest peaks in the West Bank. And then you got Ebal, Mount Ebal. So we're gonna look that up. Mount Ebal is one of the two mountains. It says the same thing. It forms the northern side of the valley, which Nablus is situated. The southern side being formed by Mount Gerizim. The mountain is one of the highest. This goes into it. Let's see here. I think it's Shechem that I got it mixed up with, but I thought it was I'm gonna have to look it up. You know, Lord's will, I look it up and do a lesson on it, on that situation, because it's a pretty good piece of info and how it was done. I thought the way it was done was, you know, the Lord does things in significant ways in making a statement. And I believe that made a statement. Blessings on this side and the curses on that side. It's just like choose your mountain. You know what I'm saying? Choose which way you want to go.
Hey, kind of like one of your favorite scriptures. Joshua said, choose you this day.
Yeah.
You gonna serve the Lord or not? Me and my house.
All right. Can I finish the scripture?
Heck no,
All right, this is Matthew 7:13. Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go thereat.
Yeah, many, and that goes into the scripture we pulled earlier. That many are called, but few are chosen. All right, you got more people that's going to see destruction than that's going to be saved.
Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way.
The gate is straight. It's too hard. It's too hard for people, man. People don't want to. They don't want to go through hard shit. You want to live gloriously and be saved by the Lord. No, you gotta go through hard shit. You gotta be put through some things. You gotta be battle tested, man. They say you can't have your cake and eat it too, man. You know. Go ahead.
Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
Few there be that find it. And those that find it, guess what? That's the hopeful elect. That is the elect. That is the elect. Those are the only people that are going to find it, man. All right? Hey, so with that being said, we're going to say Mawafla Babal.
Mawafla Babal.
Mawafla Adawam.
Mawafla Adawam.
Mawafla Babal.
Mawafla Babal.
Mawafla Adawam.
Mawafla Adawam.
Mawafla Babal.
Mawafla Babal.
Mawafla Adawam.
Mawafla Adawam.
All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom. Kwam Yashala.